It is a question. As Beastmaster went for Wild Axes, so he must have screwed up anything. It must have been anything else other than Wild Axes then. And he's actually pulling gold. Or rather, no, going for an eco build, saving gold. This makes me think he will be solo mid. Just because it's the more likely spot to just save your gold and then save for that fast bottle. I don't know if you would disagree with that, Gods, or if you're on board.
I think, yeah, he is going to be trying to get up that bottle as quickly as possible. If he is, yeah, he's probably going to be in the mid lane then, if he's going for that quick bottle. You won't often see that in the side lane or in a sort of farming lane. King J, the Morphling, looks like he's going to be a top lane support Windrunner. Yeah, Windrunner with the level 1 magic stick as well, so maybe they're expecting Batrider to be at top as well, as both teams doing a little 5-man sweep into their own jungle, trying to catch out any offensive warding. And they're just, yeah, we're going to... What's that?
Are we on Singapore service?
No, we're on Shanghai service.
Okay, because currently EHOME are getting about 80 ping. I got asked, the viewers are asking us to check ping. EHOME are all sitting about 80. DK are consistently all about 160-ish.
Okay, this is the Chinese servers, and it's not like they're great. China, obviously, a massive country, so it's not always going to be great for everyone. And that's probably partly why EHOME are like, hey, let's go Shanghai server. That is an awesome server for us. 80 though, I mean, it's not like it's 40 MS, which some teams and players get, but 160 is still very playable. We're going to see EHOME. Shadow Shaman is being played as a support in this top lane with the early Sentry Wards. Going to make sure they can use that creep pull, as it is a CM Morphling, Shadow Shaman tri lane. Mid lane going to be the AA actually soloing middle lane.
This will be interesting, and I thought this might happen just because AA can solo well. Well, not so much solo well, but he does well with the early levels. That extra level on Ice Blast, as long as he gets it quickly, is really devastating, especially against the squishy heroes. And if you're up against like a tri lane, it can really mess up heroes that have sacrificed levels there. And guys, yep, alright. They're freaking out because I left the camera up for a little bit too long. I have pulled it down, so don't worry. Don't worry, the camera will go down. They can't hear this yet.
That's all good. And yeah, the Batrider is going to be the dual lane top, so it's not the AA-ES Batrider, it's going to be the, AA plus ES dual lane. It's the Batrider with the ES. ES is just there to sort of make sure Batrider does not see too much aggression. Once Batrider's level 2, they can't really go on him because the ES will be there with the Fisher. Batrider can stack napalms and actually go for a counter kill if they go on him with squishy heroes like CM and like Shadow Shaman.
Now Batrider just trading hits there with Morphing. Has to be careful though. And I'm just noticing that Earthshaker's already had the pop of clarity. Alright, hang on. I'm just going to tell them 2-minute delay. They're flipping out.
Alright, and yeah, burning at bottom lane is pretty much free farming at the moment. Windrunner has been kept to level 1. Windrunner has not gotten a single point in XP. And this is what we saw Ice doing when they had the anti-mage with the CM against the Puck. They just kept the Puck level 1. Here we see long DD on the Venomancer, keeping Windrunner to level 1. And just trading blows, and this is definitely what they want to be doing. Anthony's doing a great job of not having this lane push forward at all. Complete free farm for him at bottom.
Yeah, this will be definitely, well, we're still what kind of the hell on Burning can unleash, so really gonna have to watch out for that. Meanwhile though, Christmas, it looks like, and they will be doing the Shadow Shaman support. This is something like, I know Snoopy, like, it's his go-to hero. And like honestly, this is AL like one of the few teams. I do not see many teams do this, especially not regularly. So I'm surprised to see someone else getting on board with it. But Rashtra, of course, he can get away with a low amount of farm, as it looks like. Oh, Windrunner being chased down here by DK, by the Venomancer. Gonna drop some hits. Just gonna try to actually pick up a Tango mid-fight, using it just to chase a Windrunner. And this is gonna waste a lot of time for her.
Yeah, Windrunner still not getting any XP farm at all. Burning, once again, going for the early stat points. He's already got 2 in stats, 1 in Blink, 1 in Mana Break. He's not even going to be getting the Spell Shield. And this is just to boost up those stats nice and early, as he's not worried about being aggressive early with the Mana Break. And just going to be worried only about his farm and survivability. So those stats are great for that. And I think it's a build that's going to start catching on elsewhere as more players and more teams may start doing this.
Definitely makes him like relatively tanky, relatively survivable. Of course, it does cut down, like, because if you go for the Mana Break first, it does make him hit really hard. Like we saw, who was it? It was Ice's. Yeah, that's right. It was Ice versus Tongfu. Ice went for the Mana Break build and completely decimated, and it was that Mana Break. If he didn't have the quick maxing out of Mana Break, he wouldn't have been able to just pretty much just solo kill Park left, right, and center, just beat him down and just really control the lane with that. So it really depends what you're up against. In this case, I mean, it almost feels like he could afford to go with the Mana Break just because he's up against very little resistance. He doesn't really need to be worried. He doesn't need to worry too much about being ganked. He's got some support here. There's no pressure on the lane. He could, but I mean, if he is worried about eventually the rotation. I mean, if They decide to rotate either Crystal Maiden or the Rust from top to help out the bottom, and then he might have to worry about it a little bit, but they're going to be under level because they're tri-laning, obviously. So I don't think even then is that vital, but we'll see.
They're somewhat under leveled. Shadow Shaman, though, using this creep pool to get some levels. CM's actually level 3, Shadow Shaman level 2, and Venomancer is still level 1, though. That's sort of the trade-off for DK. Venomancer level 1, although they are keeping Winner on a nice and under leveled. Anti-Mage, I've only seen him miss one creep the entire game, and that was under the tower. His CS is absolutely insane. 27 CS, 18 denies in just 4 minutes. He's not missing any CS. It's a similar situation with Ice. How many has he missed, not how many has he hit? And I'd say he's only missed maybe 2 or 3 so far.
Jeez, that is going to be some serious, scary stuff once he gets that farm rolling. Meanwhile, in mid, though, what have we got? We've got the 12-2 Beastmaster versus Ancient Apparition. Ancient Apparition is actually doing stats and Cold Feet. He's not bothering with Ice Vortex to try and do some sort of slow and solo kill business. He said, you know what, I just want some stats. Gonna make it a little bit easier to last hit early on, which is fair enough. Melee heroes tend to have a slightly better base. You see there, he's caught up on terms of damage, thanks to getting those early levels in stats. And it is making it much, much easier for him to last hit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And so far, neither team looking to be too aggressive, get those early kills. This is fairly normal. They just try focus on outlaning their opponents. You can see at top, EHOME using the creep pool to their advantage to get the XP and farm on their support heroes, and also make it hard for Batrider, whereas bottom lane, DK using the Venomancer to keep Windrunner as far away from that lane as possible. The Hawk going to come in and actually feed Anti-Mage. 65 gold, that's 65 gold you don't want to be giving to the Anti-Mage for free. As look at this, Anti-Mage already 2.1k gold. He's going to buy, I believe, a Vanguard right off the bat, or no, Perseverance.
He's actually